What's good? All right, man. Let's talk this boxing. Wait for some people to come in. Let me go back here, get out of this. What's going on, man? Drew Titan, what's going on, man? Don Banks, what's happening? King Corleone, Jay Good, Nassim the Dream, James Harris, Hustler Slim, what's going on? Don Grant, the old OG, the double OG, what's good? Boxing and Barbecue, Johnny Cage, Muhammad is the one. What's going on? Brothers UK, Maurice McElroy, Anthony Johnson, man. What's good, man? Hope all's well with you. Foshin, the Panhandle champion. What's going on? Michael James, Richard Bowen, Keith Johnson, Mike Jeffrey, Ashy Knuckles. What's going on with you, big man? David Scott, Aaron Parker, what's going on? Damu Brett. Hey, if y'all not, by the way, if y'all ain't subscribed to Ashy Knuckles, hit his page, go subscribe to my man Ashy Knuckles, man. Does great breakdowns, man. My understanding is he's back on that grind, making unboxing videos. He was much missed. What's going on? Where was I? Scott Newman. Diplomat Immunity. J-Lo D. Anthony Kyle, what's going on, man? Dude, I almost can't resist taking. To this day, every day, that's what's up. Left Hook Larry. Jeff, the producer, Big Chief Boxing, what's going on, man? Bam Bam Tweed, what's going on, Fi? Pablo Pencia, what's going on, man? How are you, my brother? I hope all's well with you. Chaz Harris, what's good? I'm all good, man. Gravy Davy and Talib Cunningham. 007th day. What's going on, man? But now, what's going on, General Squirrels? Darren Lee, what's going on? Gerard Syndicate J, what's going on with y'all, man? That's what's up. He said he just subscribed to Ashy Knuckles. Please subscribe to Ashy Knuckles. Left Hook Larry, what's going on, man? Sherwin McNeil, what's going on? Okay, cool. So let's get to this, man. Man, I just did a video on it, so you guys can check out the video. But man, I think this is the first time that I heard. It might have been the first time I heard Deontay Wilder go in on Showtime boxing commentators about how these dudes, how they work for the same company, but yet these Showtime commentators always trying to hold his feet over the fire, but letting other people slide, celebrating Tyson Fury. Man, that still ticks me off, man. But that's the double standards in boxing, man. That's the double standards in boxing. Good looking out, Gerard. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, Ashy. Yeah, man. Just put your link, Ashy Knuckles. You gotta you're a moderator, so you can put a link to your channel and just ask people to subscribe so they can come in and out. Make it real easy for them to subscribe to the channel if they're not already subscribed. And I'll be looking forward to your breakdown on if you're gonna do it on Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman. Yeah, man. Oak Park Boxing. Yeah, he is. Absolutely. Positively is. It's just, man, I just find it so interesting, man, that people can like really not see how this dude is the guy in the heavyweight division that is fighting the best competition and yet act like everybody champion. Act like he's not done. When I have conversations with people and I'm telling people, look, man, this dude's already a Hall of Famer, man. What he's accomplished, he's already a Hall of Famer. What else does this guy got to do? Oh, that's what's up. Okay, coming soon. Thurman and Pacquiao analysis. That's what's up, Ashley. And then hopefully you can come on the OG Boxing Talk too this Sunday. We do it at 8 a.m. We do it at 8 a.m. on Sundays. Provided, I go out of town. Yeah, man, he's a Hall of Fame fighter already. But, he's not Monster Inoue, though, right? He ain't Monster Inoue. And then blame me for pointing it out. I had a guy that came to my channel earlier today, even though in the conversation he's pretty respectful, and we had a good dialogue. And this guy said, if Manny Pacquiao was specifically, he's got to be talking about me. What's going on, Marcus the Villain? Would say that he's the greatest fighter of all time. And I'm like, man, wow, dude, how can it be that Why would somebody think that because I support somebody like a Deontay Wilder or I support Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford, even though some of y'all in this chat don't believe I support Terrence Crawford, but I do. Despite my better judgment, I do. He ain't master, really? What's that? Lou getting that? Lou getting that? I don't know what you mean by that. But yeah, why would I believe that that's the case? I don't think Floyd Mayweather Jr. is the best fighter ever, and he's a black guy. I don't think that Deontay Wilder is the best heavyweight ever. I don't think he's the best fighter ever. I just think he's better than everybody else is right now. Wilder is officially the baddest man on the planet. Been that. He's been that. What's good, Shin Smoke? He's been that. He's been the baddest man on the planet for years. I talked about this yesterday. Now, can you imagine what's going on, Junior the Truth? Big LT. Could you imagine if Gennady Golovkin had a 38 fight or 32 fight knockout streak? A 32 streak fight knockout streak? They would easily be calling that dude the greatest fighter of all time. What is this? Please clear all this. Wilder Luis Ortiz is official for September 28th. All right. You know where it is? Is it in New York? Is it September 28th in New York? Better than Holmes? Oh, he'd be better. Is he better than Holmes? No. No, I don't think Deontay Wilder is better than Larry Holmes. That's Larry Holmes, man. That's better than Larry Holmes. You want me? That's Larry Holmes. That's Larry Holmes. I don't think very many people at all are better than Larry Holmes. I don't think he's better than Larry Holmes. I think that'd be a great fight between him and Larry Holmes. But don't lunch. Hey, don't lunch, dude. You think Larry, you know what? You do what? You think that Deontay Wilder is better than Larry Holmes? I'm not saying he's better than Larry Holmes. I don't know that to be true. And guess what? It really don't even matter. Because he ain't ever going to fight him. I think he's better than Dillian. This is the only thing that matters. I think he's better than Dillian White. I think he's better than Tyson Fury. I think he's better than Luis Ortiz. I think he's better than Anthony Joshua. I think he's better than Ife Agagbe. I think he's better than Joseph Parker. I think he's better than the rest of them dudes. I mean, that's all it really matters. He can't fight. Like right now, he's better than Larry Holmes. Right now, he's better than Larry Holmes. Larry don't want that smoke right now. If Larry could beat him, Larry would come on out, dog. Larry would come on out and get that money right now if he thought he was better. Klitschko would come out of retirement right now, come get that money if he thought he was better. It would. If these guys thought that they were better, they would have stayed. If Anthony Joshua really believed he was better, what's going on, Proud African in the building? What's good, man? If Anthony Joshua had believed he was better, he would have stayed in the WBC rankings and fought Deontay Wilder and got that belt. Just like these people act like Dillian White is better than. Oh, he said, just watch Larry Holmes at plus 50 give Butterbean a boxing lesson because Butterbean was a bum. He's a bum that could punch. But he whooped up on Butterbean, dog. But whooped up on Butterbean. Butterbean could punch, though. Butterbean could crack. But Butterbean wasn't beating him. Yes, sir. Smash that like button, man. We got 148 people in the building. We got 51 likes. Let's get the likes up, man. Let's get the likes up. Oh, what is this? You have an official source? You keep spamming that same message. Oh, Jay Good. Oh, hey, you know. We'll see it when it happens. Butterbean appealed to them folk who now watch the UFC. And that's the biggest problem with boxing. In my opinion, that's the biggest problem in boxing. Biggest single problem in boxing is that promoters are trying to sell to the casual fan. Instead of selling to the people that are going to watch it. They don't want to see the best fight the best. They want to tell you who the best is and then have the people that they say is the best fight. Look at the sale job on Monster Inoue about to go down. That they're going down. How the is Monster Inoue, Inoue, what is it? Inoue, whatever his name is. This is the dude who's going to watch. If Vasyl Lomachenko loses to what's his name? What's the male same-sex male model's name? Luke Campbell. If Luke Campbell beats him, Monster Inoue is going to be number 1 pound for pound after 15 fights. Antonio Mendoza, man, much love in that super chat. He said, what's up, Fanon? Feels good to be back in the live. Had to come home from work because of the storm. Just show some love, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, Antonio Mendoza. I appreciate you. Boxing Talk with Reggie on said, I agree 1 billion%. I think that's a 1 billion. 1 billion% with that, Fanon. Selling to casual fans is the problem. It is, because they're always looking for the next home run. Like, they keep swinging for the freaking fences. Instead of just having the best guys fight the best, just have an honest ranking system, an honest, for real ranking system, and put pressure on fighters to fight the fighters that are the top notch in a legitimate ranking system. Not this ranking system that got, man, I was killing this dude's name today in the video, Trevor Bryan. Trevor Bryan is the number 1 ranked guy in the WBA, and he just 2 of his last 3 fights he fought were against guys that had like over double digits, like 20 losses. They were like 3-23, 3-23. And this is going to be the guy, more than like a good chance that he's going to be the guy fighting what's his face? Fighting Tyson Fury. It gets frustrating when we don't have big fights. Yeah, this month is going to be good, though. We got good month. Hey, July, August was kind of like, other than the Charlo fight, it's just not been a lot going on in boxing, man. It's not been a lot of good fights, man. But I think this next month of July is going to be good. There's a lot of good fights. Let me go to this thing real quick and look at the fights that are going on, man. They've got a lot of good. There's going to be a lot of good fights. Oh no, I want to go to the schedule. Excuse me. All right, so Amir Khan, Billy Dibb, man, fuck up out of here with that. Danny the Boy Gorman, I'm interested in that. And now I think that's this Saturday. And then Shakur Stevenson is fighting. I'm looking forward to seeing him fight. That's not a really great fight. Jamal James, Antonio DeMarco is fighting, but on the undercard of that is Money Pal the fourth. That's going to be a good fight. I'm looking forward to seeing Teofimo Lopez fight on that next week. Then Dillian White versus Oscar Rivas. Man, and then that same Saturday, for some reason, Dillian White, Oscar Rivas on in the same. They have a hard time seeing Dillian White get past Oscar Rivas. I can see him get past him. I can see him beating Oscar Rivas. So I only watched one Oscar Rivas fight, to be honest with you. And Oscar Rivas everything he throws is serious. Everything he throws is serious, man. Joyce versus Jennings too. Okay, yeah, cool. That. I think the top 10 in every division should be on free TV, in my opinion, so people can see up-and-coming stars. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Tim Sims, do you think Shakur should move up to 130? I mean, no, I don't think he should go too quick. I don't think Shakur Stevens should move any faster than how he's getting advised by Andre Ward. I do believe Andre Ward is his manager or co-manager or something like that. I would say stay with what they say, man. Andre Ward don't know how to build him alone. Going the path that he's gone so far, I think is done a lot of good. He looks good in that ring now, man. I really liked his last fight. I'm not one of these guys that think you need to have I think you can get a knockout and look kind of funny because you're fighting a guy that, makes you look awkward makes you have difficulty with until you catch him, which is how I felt about Teofimo Lopez versus whoever the last guy Teofimo Lopez fought looked like. People liked the outcome of it because it was a knockout, but it just looked kind of funny to me. Even though I really do like Lopez as a fighter. I thought Shakur Stevenson looked really good in a fight that wound up being a decision. Goalkeeper, Teofimo, Haney, Stevenson, Garcia, Valdez. You talking about Oscar Valdez? I never mentioned Ryan Garcia. I ain't high on Ryan Garcia at all. But you think they should all fight each other now? Why wait? Well, you know how it's going to wait. I mean, I would like to see him get, when there's young fighters like that, I don't mind seeing young fighters wait to come together and fight a little bit, after they get 20 fights. Once you get 20, 22 fights, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with them 20, 22 fights, seeing different styles and getting matured. You know what I mean? Getting getting there. But I don't see, what's going on, Mike Hennigan? Fanon visiting. What's up? Are you just visiting? Oh, Ivy West said, I wholeheartedly agree about Lopez's last fight. Yeah, he was in with a guy who was really overmatched. And he just didn't look that good to me. I've seen him look a lot better. But I don't mind fighters that are that age, fighting and getting their stuff together. Like, I wouldn't be like, I think that Devin Haney is going to move to 135, but I wouldn't put Devin Haney in there with Regis Prograis right now. I think eventually Devin Haney would have a shot at doing something with Devin Haney. I mean, eventually doing something with Regis Prograis. But right now, he's going to get the brakes beaten off of him in an ugly way. They stripped Cinnamon. Where did the belt go? Oh, it's going to be in a fight between Sergey Deverenchenko and Gennady Golovkin will be mandated to fight that fight. My dog goes, oh man, proud African, man. I appreciate it. I just want to see some PBC fights back in Houston. That wasn't the biggest fight I've been to with Charlo, but it was absolutely electric atmosphere and plenty of black money and black professional representation. Yes, sir. And there ain't nothing wrong with being happy about that. Proud African. And there ain't nothing wrong with being happy about seeing that. Absolutely nothing. Find it funny, man, how cats get pissed off. If you act like you like black people and if you're a black person and act like you want black people to work together to help everybody live a more productive life and be successful in their ventures, then you're a racist for trying to help your own community be better. That's like calling you selfish. You know what I mean? Like you're selfish for trying to help yourself. But if you don't help yourself, then hey man, you guys never stick together. It's a lose-lose type of situation. And yeah, I thought that was absolutely beautiful, man. I really one of the things that I liked about that Proud African was I watched Sam Watson and I watched his organization pretty closely, without really, nothing other than shaking the guy's hand. I didn't want to, I wasn't trying to have a half-hour conversation with Sam Watson. He was out there doing his work, but I was watching him do his work. Because I wanted to understand what is it that this guy's actually doing? Like, what does he do? Because I only just see him standing in the ring. But as I watched what he was doing in the crowd, he was organizing a lot of stuff that was going on just around the fight. You know what I mean? It wasn't like he just would, the whole time that you don't see, like you see Mr. Watson, or you see Sam Watson in the ring. That's just, he was just standing there introducing the fighters. He's on TV, he's standing in the corner. But when that dude leaves, that dude goes to work, man. That dude is hustling from spot to spot, handling one issue after another issue after another issue. He's not just sitting in there. He's just not sitting in a chair watching the fight. And that was really, really interesting. That was really interesting to watch, man. So it was and then to see the people that he employed, the whole crew, dude, I really liked that, man. I liked how he handled his business. I like the people that he chose to employ, because these people are all behind the scenes, and the truth is who you are is who you surround yourself with, who you enjoy being around. And when I see AJ, and I see everybody around AJ, none of the people around AJ looks like AJ, it makes me feel like AJ don't really like being around or trust people that look like him. Or Eddie Hearn don't like being around or don't like or doesn't trust the people that look like the fighters. Because the only black folk I've ever seen associated with Matchroom boxing have been the fighters. That's it. Those are the only ones. I haven't seen anybody that considered themselves to be a manager or somebody. I went to AJ's website and there was like one guy. There was one guy who was like an assistant security guy on AJ's team. And it makes me wonder about AJ and it makes me wonder about Eddie Hearn. You know what I mean? Sam Watson is that dude. That's what's up. Yeah, I was impressed by the people that he had working for him who were selling, the Team Watson. I didn't realize that was Team Watson. Goalkeeper in the building. He said, who wins Eddie Hearn versus Al Heyman in a fight? I don't know, man. The type of fight that they're having, Al Heyman. I don't even know how big Al Heyman is. I don't know if he boxed. But in the fight that they're having, Al Heyman. Al Heyman killing that dude in the fight because they're in a fight. They're in a fight, and Eddie Hearn getting waxed. Icorte jab, one of those buttons, let Phenom know how you feel. Yes, sir. Hey, yeah, and Icorte jab that Patreon, man. We got good stuff coming on over there, man. I got a couple one that I'm going to be doing today. I'm plugging my Patreon, so y'all got to forgive me. I'm plugging the Patreon, man. Because this is where I can really talk, man. And now I've gotten into a string. I'm gonna do the business advice for people when you ask me. Other than that, I'm talking about things that involve black people. And I'm talking about it explicitly. I had a conversation with my sister today, man, about something that somebody said, something one of my other relatives said, and I gotta do a video about it because my sister hit it on the head, man. My sister hit it on the head. And then I saw what's going on, proud at. Oh, he said no one gets paranoid. Oh yeah, people be getting paranoid. I'm not sure what you mean. I gotta look that up. Proud African. You know what makes me think, Fanon, when Mexican fans support Mexican fighters and wave flags and play Mexican music, no one gets paranoid. When British support British, they're exactly. Because they're not really worried about them. And they don't care. That's the most, they don't care. You don't have, from what I see. Fanon, is your Patreon full of commercials that I keep getting makes me have to watch your replay? No, there's no Patreon. No, there's no ads on Patreon. You join Patreon, it's a wrap. You just get it straight. No. Can you speak slowly? I can't understand clearly. No, I cannot. I don't know what I can do, Doug. Add money, us money from corporations, take their money. Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, no. No, man. Add money. Are you talking about you see the ad? Because I clicked ads a couple times in this. I'm going to, it's right there. They gave me the function. And I'm raising money. I can buy boxing gloves, dog. That shit ain't free. Sugar Fantastic in the building. But you get paused. Yeah, I see what you mean. You get paused if it leaves it. All right, man. I'll only do 2 of those in the entire live stream. I'll only do 2 of them in the whole live stream. I don't want to throw people off, man. Fanon, you think that AJ will leave Matchroom? No, I don't think he can. Hey, and the truth came out, dude. See, let me tell you, man, the truth becomes, people, even when they lie, eventually they're going to tell the truth. My humor always gets you. Oh, yeah, thanks. Yeah, you do, Ashanti, because I ain't got a good sense of humor. Let me tell you, man, that's why don't waste your time lying, dog, because somebody don't believe you. They're going to wait around to catch you in a lie. And Eddie Hearn, you remember how they said AJ's not signed to DAZN? If you guys remember that, they said AJ's not signed to DAZN, right? So Eddie, so he can fight wherever he wants. If that's the truth, then why does DAZN have a say-so into where the fight's going to take place? You know what I mean? Why would that be the case? Because Eddie Hearn says, and everybody's saying AJ's a free agent. AJ can fight wherever AJ wants to fight. That's what they said. And Eddie Hearn's not AJ's boss. AJ's Eddie Hearn's boss. Then why does DAZN have say-so on where this fight's going to be? If he's not contracted with them. This is what I see. What's going on, Make the Fight? This is what I see. Anthony Joshua probably doesn't have a contract with DAZN, but Eddie Hearn does. And Anthony Joshua got a contract with Eddie Hearn. So Anthony Joshua can't just go fight wherever he wants unless Eddie Hearn says he can fight there. Because he's not the sole decision. He's not up to him by himself. He's got to fight. He's signed to Matchroom. And since Matchroom is probably exclusively signed to DAZN, then Anthony Joshua has no choice but to fight for DAZN or not fight at all. So although it might not be a direct contract with DAZN, since Massa Eddie has him under lock and key, he can't do anything but fight on DAZN. You work for me, and you, like, say you get a contract with somebody, right? Say the Hall Report has a contract with Jesse Kumba, and Jesse Kumba can only do work with me, and John Wilson can only do work with Jesse Kumba. That means Jesse Kumba can only do work for me. That's it. You can only do work for me. I own John Wilson, because if I don't give Jesse Kumba any work, John Wilson don't get any work. So that's why I'm telling you, man, this cat don't run his own business, man. Let me give a long hiss for Eddie Hearns, because I forgot. Eddie Hearns. DAZN UK can't launch. Eddie Hearn has a contract with Sky Sports for UK shows. Yes, it can. It can launch. It can launch. That doesn't prevent them from launching in the UK. It might prevent Matchroom Boxing from doing contracts and doing fights in the UK on that. But DAZN can kick up wherever they want to kick up, I would suspect. He said Proud African DAZN would do better in the UK than in the US. It's already huge, and no worry, Proud African. Yeah, I get you. It's like having an asset under LLC and then under another LLC. Yeah, exactly. It's an umbrella. He's under their umbrella. They're paying him, and they ain't paying Matchroom unless Matchroom makes that do. He might as well go straight to. Actually, it's crazy because he might as well go straight to DAZN. Like Gennady Golovkin's going straight to DAZN. Gennady Golovkin went straight to DAZN. He's dealing straight with DAZN, and that's what what he said about Canelo Alvarez. He's like, yeah, Canelo, you're dealing with Golden Boy. You're doing with Golden Boy, and Golden Boy's dealing with DAZN. I'm dealing with DAZN myself. Straight up, a deal between me and DAZN. Cutting out the middleman. But not everybody's got the mindset to want to do that. Hey, man, same time, Justin Marsh. Same time. Oh, yeah, DAZN's not really that good, man. I mean, whatever, man. I'm just not big on streaming altogether. D-Style Boxing in the building. Much love in that super chat. Thank you, sir. That man needs to employ Schmitty and Hopkins if he can't understand you. Nah, dude, he was just trying to mess with me. That dude don't. If he can type that clearly, he understands. He's just trying to play. That's all he is. He wants attention. Oh, goalkeeper. Yes, sir. Oh, okay, I got goalkeeper. Make sure I didn't miss nothing. Yeah, cool. Let me see. DAZN Europe has way more content than DAZN USA. Oh, does it? I mean, I ain't watching. If they got more contact, I'm not watching soccer. I just don't care. Okay, cool. I got you. Yeah, I just don't care about soccer. I don't care about snooker. I don't care about darts. I don't care about that stuff. So, you know what I mean? I drink coffee. I don't drink tea, even though I know tea's better for you. But tea, crazy enough, gets me too wired. T gets me wired, like electric buzz. Fanon, the design, Fanon, this zone and Matchroom, you think it will fail? I don't know. I wouldn't say that they're going to fail. I think, they're probably going to be sold off. That's what I would think. I don't think they got along. I don't think the way that they're going, I'm more concerned about this crap they're doing at 160. They're just sticking their hands. When they brought all that money and threw all that money in there, they want control. And they paid for control. So they tried to buy up and pretty much did buy up all the middleweight championships. But now they're acting like the championships themselves don't matter. And they're trying to put people in situations where they have to fight whoever it is that they say the DAZN want. They have to fight who DAZN wants them to fight, whether or not they're even in their weight division or not. Like, you have two choices, Canelo. You can fight Gennady Golovkin or you can fight Sergey Kovalev. Those are the fights that we want to pay for. Gennady Golovkin and Kovalev. Like, I don't want to see those fights. I will have no interest in Gennady Golovkin, Canelo Alvarez 3. The only reason I had any interest in the 1 and 2 is because I was like, Canelo about to beat this dude. Canelo about to beat this dude. And I was happy. Snake room boxing. Yes, the snake room. Snake room, mismatch room, any of those. Salute everyone. Hope y'all eating good and your family is getting paid. Yes, sir. Likewise for you. Eating too good, man. I got a new pair of sunglasses because I got to go walk and get this fat off my behind today. Man, it's hard work. Walking in this hot Texas sun, my God. Texas is hot as God, dog. Raider time in the building. Much love, man. Man, I had to buy old men stuff. Look at this craziness. I got to walk like this in the heat. I'm officially an old-ass man, dog, with sunglasses. I can't leave the house without that on. For now, getting that G money, dog. Hey, man, Raider time. Much love in the building for that super chat. Nah, dog, I just can't walk outside. I got to walk like an old-ass man because the shit's so hot. I was like, Lord, I can't walk out with the cool-looking, like baseball cap. And, man, it's hot all the time, dog. He said, man, that Texas sun ain't no fun, man, for real. Oh, my God. See, man, in other place, he said, your eyes look real low like mine. Dog, it ain't the weed, dog. It's just that's how my eyes are, man. More power, Julian Jackson or Pacquiao? Julian Jackson by far. What? Julian Jackson by far. That ain't even, hey, big dog, take that $2 back, dog. I don't want to pay for that's too easy. That's too easy. Come on, man. That ain't even, who have you seen Manny Pacquiao just knock out? Like, just lay him out, asleep, knock him out. He wins by a volume of punches. Julian Jackson lays you out. Julian Jackson lay you out. Yeah, Ricky Hatton already got dented, though. He already got dented. Julian Jackson laid out multiple people like that. Yeah, man. That's just... Yeah, Julian Jackson, man. Yeah, I see he did, but that's Ricky Hatton. Who ain't laid out Ricky Hatton like that? That's like saying, yeah, he knocked out Amir Khan. Yeah, it's Amir Khan. You know what I'm saying? It's Amir Khan. The Hawk, not even, what's the Hawk? Oh, yeah, the Hawk. I'm sorry, man. I skipped back to, what's going on, Mike Williams? Hey, Underrated Darkness, what's good with you, man? They don't even understand how Pacquiao's career was made. They're manipulated by the media darling BS they tried to sell. Oh, there's a lot of that with Pacquiao, dude. There's a lot of that with Pacquiao. Also, the ring post laid out Hatton. Yeah, there's a lot of hype with Manny, but Manny can fight. Manny's a good fighter, man. Manny's a damn good fighter. Damn good fighter, man. But yeah, there's a lot of that. They trying to juxtapose him to Manny Pacquiao really took a lot of He came up underneath a lot of he caught a lot of Mayweather shine. He said he got that big dog and a little body complex, was on steroids. I think he was. More catch. They did. That's Bob Arum though. Bob Arum is just Bob Arum. That's Bob Arum and Matchroom. Dude, Bob Arum and Top Rank, man, they match make, dude. It's few and far between that you get a fight in Matchroom, you don't know the outcome of the fight before it starts. And usually when you don't know, the Top Rank fighter loses. Like 99 out of 100 times with Top Rank, you know who's gonna win ahead of time. And if you don't, and they're fighting somebody that's not that's outside of Top Rank, the Top Rank fighter loses. Should I pay for those new Nike Vapor Max Plus 190? If you like them, knock yourself out. If you want to pay for that, knock yourself out. I'm buying me some Ferragamos, dog. I've made up my mind. I want a pair of Ferragamos because this cat that I'm going to this business venture with made me watch this cat buy a pair of Ferragamos. And I was like, dog, you really gonna pay $750 for a pair of shoes? He said, yeah. I was like, okay, I guess I gotta get materialistic. Save up for a couple months and get me a pair of them Ferragamos. I like them. I was like, I'm gonna get these. What did I wind up getting? Some Cole Haans. I was like, nah, I'll take the low budget. I'm about to get these low budget Ferragamos, some Cole Haans, and move on with it. Dude never take a fight unless he knows he can win. Yeah, pretty. Oh, you talking about Pacquiao? Well, he took that last Marquez one. There's some real good attributes to Manny Pacquiao. I'm not all anti-Pacquiao. Big Dog Willie says, salute to the chat. If I had two F with Fanon, it's love. That's what's going on. I had to fuck. Oh, yeah, F with Fanon. It's all good. It's all good, man. What is that, El Papa? Ferriello? What's that? Is that another type? Is that some low budget Ferragamos? Oh, I need some low budget Ferragamos, dog, so I can trick somebody. I can't criticize Pac at age 40 fighting 30. No, I can't. I'm a Pacquiao fan, quite honestly. I like Pacquiao. I think, number one, I think he's a good dude. And I generally don't trust politicians. I think he's a good dude. I think he's a very, very good fighter. I like him, man. I like him. I like the fact that he fought. He didn't have an aversion to fighting black fighters. He got in there with Tim Bradley He did the Tim Bradley fights. He fought Mayweather. He's fighting Brawner. He's fighting Thurman. What can you say bad about the dude, man? He's not scared. He's fighting Mexican fighters. He's fighting tough fights. That dude goes in there, dog. He goes. He believes in himself. That's a mean-ass dude, too. He fakes that smile nice, but in his heart, dog, yeah, said he loves and cares about his people. Yeah. I mean, how can you? I like Manny Pacquiao. I like Manny Pacquiao a lot. Jack Dempsey or Rocky Marciano, who'd you have winning? Rocky Marciano. Because Jack Dempsey, I think Jack Dempsey's probably a better fighter, but just the Marciano hit like a ton of bricks, and he can take a shot. And he's coming at you. He's dangerous the whole fight. He's dangerous from round 1 to round 15. And yeah, man, I take Marciano over Dempsey. Good fight though. The Diesel said, I swear Pacquiao going to outwork Thurman. It's hard to outwork Thurman, man. Thurman will work. You got to find him, dog. But it's that multiple punches. Some multiple punches that Manny Pacquiao throws that is going to be a problem. Layla D said, Fanon, Shamzilla told us yesterday that the Philippines is being extremely racist going into this fight. Shamzilla lives over there. He said it's pretty disgusting, the disrespect. Well, you know what happens usually when you do that? Get that ass whooped. You get that ass whooped. That's what it is. But that's them. I mean, if that's, but they're Filipinos. So how much can I mean, to me, Layla D, even when I hear, I might be different than other people. What's good, Vic Damon Jr.? I got a different, sometimes, this is my thought. There ain't nothing that a Korean dude can call me that is going to make me do anything but laugh at him. Like, there's nothing a Filipino dude can do. No racial slur, none of that they can say to me that's not going to make me do anything but laugh at them and look at them crazy. Like, dude, they own you too. What are you talking about? You talking shit from a different cell block. What are you talking about? You're going to get pimp slapped at any moment by the same people. What's going on, Frank Sparty, in the building? There's like nothing you can say to me that's going to irritate me. Because they got zero power to do anything to me. Like, what are you talking about? You're from the Philippines. Fuck you talking about? Okay? Huh? What are you talking about? We 15 seconds from bombing y'all at any point in time, dog. I guarantee you the U.S. got half their missiles they got a ton of missiles focused right at you. And you talking shit about us? Laughing at us? What? Get out of here, man. That shit is like, I say the same thing, man. Like, cats will be, you can't, a Mexican dude, no disrespect. Y'all can't call me a my whatever it is. Are you gonna make me laugh? It makes me laugh. But a lot of them are darker than you. Yeah, of course. Whole lot of Mexicans darker than me. I'm walking around, dude. Whole lot of them darker than my son. My son be walking around like, man, funny. Because my son's a black dude, right? But he ain't the darkest, he ain't the darkest crayon in the box. But without a doubt, the dude's a black dude. And they got these kids who are mixed, who got a black parent and a white parent, right? And my son, without a doubt, he looks like he's mixed, even though he isn't, right? That's what if y'all ever seen a picture of him, you know what I'm talking about. He's not, right? If you had to look at him and Andre Ward and guess who was mixed, you would say him. You wouldn't say Andre Ward, right? But the funny thing is that these dudes think that fucking means anything to the people that are causing you problems. The fact of the matter is they can spot all of y'all. and they own all y'all. They own all y'all. I'm going to do a video on the Patreon about, man, don't be acting like you got power that you don't have. That's a talk Billy Fuller Jr. just gave. Like, man, don't be acting like you got power that you don't have. Okay? You ain't running nothing. Okay? Anytime you act funny like Muammar Gaddafi. Act funny. Hillary Clinton and her friends will get together and run through your whole country, point blank, period, anytime they feel like, and snatch everything you got, and you ain't doing shit about it. So you to look at me and laugh and think you better off somehow? Fuck out of here. Same thing people be looking like because they're a doctor, right? Like, you're a doctor. Okay, I get you, Mr. Particular group of people, right? You're doctors, right? You're lawyers, right? You're getting into Harvard. You're getting into Yale. Let the Department of Defense find some oil in your country. All of a sudden, your asses be up out of Harvard. You be up out of Yale. You motherfuckers will be on. You can't fly. They snatch that shit back so quick, and I'll be sitting here looking at you, laughing. Like, what you think this is? Anyway, that's why I say all that. Say Layla D is like, whenever any of them talk smack, I don't care. I just say all you want to say, and then watch your boy get his ass whooped. Okay, that's it. Then watch your boy get his ass whooped, because he keeps fighting these black dudes. He's going to get his ass whooped. Okay, that's how it works. The more black folk you fight, the closer you get to that inevitable ass whooping. And that goes for all of y'all in that boxing. All of you. The The longer you get along, the more black fighters you fight, the closer you come to that ass whooping. Which is why, how many black American fighters has Lomachenko fought? One, Gary Russell. Has he fought anybody besides Gary Russell? Keep on fighting, Loma. Keep on, go up to one, keep on fighting. You're going to run into one. Keep talking. You can win a lot, but you're going to run into one. We got somebody for everybody, dog. We got somebody for everybody. What? All right, cool. Yes, sir. Let these cats work that out. We got something for everybody. And I think that's why y'all always so quick to blow us off. Because you know it's coming. And the Mexicans, they got something for you too. Woo, the more the Mexicans you fight, sooner or later, dog. Sooner or later, you're going to run up into something you don't like. Especially if you let them trainers see enough of you. Keep letting Manny Robles keep watching your ass for about 10, 11 fights. Like, oh, Vato, he don't like that. No, throw 3-4. 3-3-4. 3. Said Ruguru KO Lomachenko. Yeah, but Lomachenko ain't stupid. Lomachenko ain't moving up like that. Lomachenko gonna stay right where he was. What's silly, Hall Report? What'd you get timed out for? What's silly? Hall Report got into something. Oh, okay, yeah, whatever. Hall Report usually does good stuff, man. Please, let's not get crazy on the Hall Report. Walters is blacker than me. Yeah, he counts as black too. Y'all stop it now. Of course Walters is black, but I was just saying an American black. I'm talking about some dude out of Detroit. I'm talking about like Detroit, Texas. Of course he black. I wouldn't count Nicholas Walters because I was talking about like an American black. I'm not taking any credit for champions outside of America that ain't black. Those are the American champions. I'm talking about an American fighter. But if you want to count Nicholas Walters, that's cool. We can count Nicholas Walters. But I ain't counting Richard Comey. If he fights Richard Comey, I ain't counting Richard Comey. Richard Comey's some with Ghana. You from Ghana? Loma and Gennady Golovkin overrated? Yeah, I don't need when I talk about black American fighters, I'm talking about I'm just talking about black American fighters. I don't need no credit. From anybody else. Mitch, stop it. Stop what? He said boxing Spanish phrase of the day. Gacho, man, what does that mean? You know I can't pronounce that. Man, D-Style always got me embarrassing myself. Mitch, stop what? What do you want me to stop? I don't know what you got to say. Stop. I can't stop if you don't tell me what to say. Stop. What you want me to stop? He said, moment Mikey got to Spence, he knew he had effed up with the wrong brother beating AB and A. Yeah, man, I don't know what Mikey was thinking. Mikey was feeling himself mighty big, dog. Mike Gancho Gancho Haido. Gancho Alhaido. Hagado. Yeah. Tell me what it means, man. He said, Papa Salido made. Oh, yo, Salido. Orlando Salido. Oh, say hook to the liver. Oh, Gancho Alhido. Oh, yeah, man. Bop. Hey, Mexicans fight, dog. Hey, you know how I knew it really made me like sit down and be like, you know what? These Mexicans are the real deal. Like these dudes are the real deal. Because back, I was, before I really could appreciate it, I was like, oh man, they just rough and tumble. Man, this boxer told me I was living in Memphis at the time. He's a heavyweight. He's like, man, the Mexican dudes. He's like, man, you got to be careful with the Mexican dudes. He said he was fighting a heavyweight fight. He won the fight, but after he got hit, he didn't remember anything until they raised his hand. And he was like, he looked around like when they raised his hand, they raised his hand. He was, in victory. And he was like, what happened? You're like, oh yeah, you won. You knocked him out. He said, man, he didn't remember nothing after that dude hit him. Said, if a Mexican fighter is blacker than a black, what about it? Black ain't color, dude. Black is a socio-economic group. It's not a color. That's what I'm saying. It's not a color. And that's what people get twisted up. In my opinion, that's what people get most confused about. It's not a color. It's a caste. Okay? It's a caste. Just think of black as a room. And you were born, and somebody say, go in there. And you go in there, and that's your room. So like in school, black is like a home room. That's the room you go to. Take your ass, take gun show Al style. Yeah. You just go in there. That's what that means. Which is why y'all cats be tripping. That's why dudes be tripping. What's his name? Andre Ward, one of my favorite fighters ever, said, I'm black and I'm white. No, you're not. You can't be in this room and that room at the same time. Okay? You can't be. You can't be in this room and that room at the same time. You can't be. Okay? You can't. Which one is it? And guess what? You not that. So you this. And that's why I really like what Neely Fuller Jr. says, dude. At the end of the day, it's white and non-white. For all intents and purposes, it's white and non-white. Think about the criminal justice system and the decriminalization of drugs that are going on. It's not because Mexican and black people were dying from opium, and now they got to find a way to switch it from a criminal issue to a one of mental health, right? Notice Tyson Fury, dope fiend, is a mental health issue. What's his name? Aaron Pryor, his issue that's not mental health. That's a character flaw. Aaron Pryor need to go to jail. Tyson Fury is a survivor. And it would be the same for anybody. But once it starts getting to the point where it's touching everybody, then they're like, oh no, this is too much. It's not longer them, it's too much of us. Okay? You can't be us and them at the same time, homie. It doesn't work like that. Now Pacquiao would have been getting a big ass bag to fight Spence. He would have been getting a big ass whooping to fight Spence. That's what he would have got. What's going on, Mr. Me? He would have got a big ass whooping fighting Spence. He don't want that. He ain't stupid. He ain't stupid. What about mixed Spanish and African people? Let's say a Guatemalan person mixed with African American. What do they say? They say whatever white people want them to say. You go ask the white people that get to put them in that class which one they are. It ain't up to them. The answer to that question. You didn't get to choose whether you're not black or not. Somebody had to tell you were black. You wouldn't even known it. Nobody would have known. You just born and all of a sudden you get your shit. You just told what you are. You get check this box. And if you check the wrong box, they'll fix it. What a story I love that Black Fight Fan TV told. It's what? Look, man. It's not black, it's biracial, right? Who decided that there's going to be a category called biracial? Do you understand that there's for how many biracial people there are in the world? In the country? Triracial? Quadracial? What the fuck? What does that mean? I'm biracial. What the fuck is that? I mean, who isn't is the question. Who is not? Who does not have more than one person in their family that is not black? Everybody is. Everybody. Yeah, proud African. I can look at you. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody does. Because it's not real. It's not real. It's not real. Okay? Except for to the extent that they enforce it. That's when that's to the extent that it's real. Is the extent to which it's enforced. I do respect Mikey. Tiger Woods, dude. Tiger Woods knows he's black. I knew people that knows Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods ain't confused about what Tiger Woods is. That's just who Tiger Woods hangs around. Just like these other dudes, they ain't confused. Clarence Thomas ain't confused about what he is. Andre Ward ain't confused. Andre Ward was just in an argument with Fred and wanted to be smart alecky. Like, dog, sometimes you just need to lose an argument before you say something stupid, just to throw somebody off that you don't like. Main event Mark said, I've been called black, white, Hispanic, Native American, Asian, and even Inuit. Yeah, it just depends on whatever, man. But hey, put him on that arrest record. Hey, anyway, Clarence might be a little confused. No, he's not. I met Clarence Thomas. Clarence Thomas is not confused. He just don't like you. Terrence Thomas ain't confused. He knows exactly who it is paying him. And he told me that in borderline and very as close to certain terms as you can get. Clarence Thomas ain't confused. Clarence Thomas just knows how he's going to be able to earn a living, and he's doing his job. And he ain't got any problem doing his job. That's all that is. And by the way, if y'all think Clarence Thomas is now older, but if y'all think you roll up on Clarence Thomas talking some shit, you're not. Clarence Thomas is huge. When I met Clarence Thomas, I was like, dang. Is this dude a Supreme Court justice or a bouncer? I think Clarence Thomas was like 5'10", about 280, solid, a solid 280, neck like that. I was like, oh Lord, this dude gonna lay somebody. Don't walk up on Clarence talking crazy. Clarence put you in that chokehold, take you up out of here. I'm telling you. I was shocked at how big Clarence Thomas was. Clarence Thomas like Mike Tyson size. That's what he looked like. He looked like Mike Tyson size. Slew, what's going on, Du Bois Speed? But he ain't confused. They know what they doing. They ain't confused. But they think that they're the exception to the rule. That's what they think. A lot of these guys think that they're exception to the rule. That's what I say. Money puts you in a bubble. Money puts you in a bubble, and you start thinking that you really own something and that you've really done something. And somehow that your economic status is taking you out of your socio-economic class. And that if people did exactly what you did, then they would be in the same situation economically that you're in. And that's just not, that doesn't make any sense, because there's only a finite number of people that can be Supreme Court justices. There's a finite number of people that can be successful, can have successful businesses. There's just a certain number of people that are going to be able to achieve that just by the virtue of there only being so many jobs of that type. So you might be one of the people that make that there, but it's unrealistic to believe that everybody else, if they did exactly what you did, would get the same amount of economic support that you have, because you're competing with them. That's like Deontay Wilder saying, if everybody did what I did, then everybody would be the WBC champion of the world. But they wouldn't be, because there's only one of them. So how could everybody do what only one person can do? You know what I mean? But then when they achieve that, They try to become spokesmen about how everybody else should behave and how everybody else should view the world. Because if you just do what I did, see, you can be successful. And that's a lie. That's an absolute lie. There can only be one. Well, in the WBA, there might be 2, 3 heavy WBC world champions if you leave it up to them. But it's just not the truth. So I mean, that's where I always come to issue with a lot of people that I talk to. You know, it's like, man, not everybody can do that. And if everybody did do that, you still wouldn't get in. They would just raise the bar and a certain number of people wouldn't be able to get in. There's only a certain number of people that can get into medical school every year. So if every black kid in America got, and I would love to see it, but all you would do, all you would want, what's going on, Real Chapatal? What's going on, Chap? That's one, man. I know that's your cousin, Chap. Homie Chap. So, yes, Gil Cole said, my mother's Filipino and my father's black. I'm black, and hell, Pacquiao might be my cousin. We all cousins. We all cousins, dog. All of us. Everybody. That's why you call them close cousins and distant cousins. There ain't a person on this earth that you ain't related to. Not a single solitary one. Tokenism. Well, I mean, there is tokenism. There's definitely tokenism. Like minority business certificate, minority business programs, and the companies that they get out of that, those are tokens. Because that's all that is. That's a token. It's like, yeah, just a little bit. You know, it's just like a token gesture. You know, we're just symbolizing, because the token is a symbolizing something, right? So it symbolizes that we do that. We do that. You know what I mean? That's why I said that I really respected what I saw from forgive me, Sam Watson and the people that are around Sam Watson. That wasn't tokenism. That was people that were not even involved in, they weren't even being seen. So if there was token, then they could have had a bunch of people running around there and just him managing those people, you know, or letting them manage him. Really, letting them manage him. D-Style says she looked like Senators Rubio and Cruz dudes got there seeking asylum as kids, and now they're against asylum seekers. Oh, man, dude, without a doubt. They're just out for themselves. They're called selfish fuckers, dude. They're selfish. They're selfish. They don't really believe they have a power to change it. And so they're just going to go along with it regardless. And of course, but that's why I say, man, they would never have gotten where they got if they would be somebody that would stand up for something. They would have never gotten to where they are. They would have failed in that system long before they became a senator or they became a congressman. They would have failed in that system. They'd have said, nope, this guy is not going to work. This guy is not going to work. So we're going to stop this shit ahead of time. Nope, we're going to stop him now. Nope. Run somebody against him. No. He'd never been put in a position if he was going to do that. You know what I mean? Never been put in a position. Just like Deontay Wilder. If Deontay Wilder was with Bob Arum, he would have never got that shot. He would have never gotten to where he is with Bob Arum. Because that's not what Bob Arum's looking for. Proof. Andy Ruiz. Who would have known? Who would have thunk it? That Andy Ruiz was the best fighter and was the best, one of the best fighters at Top Rank. Do you hear him like throw his ass to the wolves in a fight that I got to go back and rewatch? Oh, did Brother Fuller call a racial spotlight? Yeah, I think that's the phrase that he used. Gregory White, until we as Africans kick that misogynistic BS, we will continue to be doomed to third or fourth class status in this society. I will say this. I agree with this, man. He said, Fanon, I actually work in LE and I did a protection detail for presidential candidate, recently Democrat, and the rhetoric is just so phony. I keep my mouth shut and stay professional, though. Yeah, that's all you got to do. It's as you do your job. Much love in that super chat, Gregory Wyatt. My favorite fighter whooped my cousin. My favorite fight whooped my cousin at Junior the Truth's favorite fighter. Oh, your cousin whooped. Oh, your cousin Manny Pacquiao whooped Adrian Bronner. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did, dog. I ain't mad at the Filipinos for getting mad. You know, they got something to be mad about. Manny got that spankage. Manny got a little spankage from Tim Bradley. Tim Bradley, though. God dog, Tim Bradley. Let me see something. Let me see how many of these L's. What is it? Okay, Manny Pacquiao. But Manny Pacquiao's a great fighter, man. I don't, you know. Juan Manuel Marquez handled him up, dog. Manny Pacquiao is a great fighter, but Juan Manuel Marquez is a better one. I'll say that for sure. Manny Pacquiao is a great fighter, but Juan Manuel Marquez is a better one. Let me see. He fought Tim Bradley 3 times. Ain't that a blip? Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he took L's against 2 of the 3 last American black dudes he fought. Just 2. Tim Bradley beat him. Floyd Mayweather Jr. beat him. This dude's a great fighter, man. But I don't get how people miss this since 2012. He got 4 losses since 2012. What is he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. His last 11 fights. He's 7-4 in his last 11 fights. 7-4 in his last 11 fights. And somehow I'm delusional by saying somebody can beat him. He's 7-4 in the last 7 years. He's 7-4. But people he keeps being reborn as the greatest fighter ever. 7-4. 7-4 sound like an Adrian Bronner record. No, it don't. Most great fighters lose when they take on the best. Nah, man. Most great fighters win when they fight the best, which is why they're great. Most great fighters win when they fight the best. That's what makes them great. Most good fighters lose when they fight great fighters. Most great fighters win against good fighters most of the time. He said, there goes our AB reference for the day. Yeah, dog, that's an AB record. But, you know, it is what it is. Manny Pacquiao is great at 130, 135 pounds. That's what I think. I like to keep him safely in the smaller weight classes where he belongs. Can we stop with the narrative that he lost to Bradley? He did lose to Bradley. What narrative is that? He did lose to Bradley. It's on BoxRec. I see it right there. On June 9th, 2012, he lost to Tim Bradley Jr. He lost. He lost. I ain't making it up. It's the truth. That's the truth, Ruth. We gotta live in a world of truth. We gotta live in a world of objective facts. And that's an objective fact. Some people said it was a robbery. Some people say everything's a robbery. And it was a robbery. Okay? Whole bunch of people, we all watched the fight. Stop it. I watched the fight, and I thought Tim Bradley won. Hell no. I will never do that, dog. You ain't ever getting that over here. I'm going to tell you straight. You never get it. Whoever won the fight, won the fight. We don't get to have revisionist history about who won the fight. That's what's going on with Tyson Fury. Oh, Tyson, everybody knows Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder. No, I don't. I know it was a draw. Because I go to BoxRec, look at the record, and that's what it is. Nah, people don't get to do that. They don't get to do that over here. All of that goes away. All of that. I'll never, hey, drink more water. I'll never do that. Because I'm not gonna allow somebody to do that to me. I think Pernell Whitaker I scored the fight Pernell Whitaker against De La Hoya for Pernell Whitaker. But the record ain't never changed. So I ain't gonna let somebody, but I gotta accept that. Otherwise, I gotta accept when everybody says that Andre Ward lost to Sergey Kovalev. Didn't everybody say it? Didn't everybody know it? But see, that's what it is. It's we ain't somebody. Everybody disagrees is nobody. And everybody that agrees with it is somebody. No. He lost that fight, dog. Because guess what? If Keith Thurman wins this fight on decision, he would have been robbed too. It'll be a robbery too. It'll be another robbery. It's just what it is, man. It's going to be another robbery. It'll be robbery after robbery after robbery. I can't do it, dog. I can't do it. What about Floyd Mayweather Jr. in the Olympics? Is he an Olympic gold medalist? He lost. What you want me to do? I don't do it. I got to stay consistent in my rules, homie. Sometimes it sucks, okay? So, and I'm sure pretty soon it's going to suck for me to have to say, I got to live with it, man. I got to live with it, okay? Got to live with it. No, Charlo got robbed. Nah, man. Charlo lost that fight. I would have scored it for Charlo, but he didn't get robbed. He could have knocked him out. He could have laid him flat, just like Tyson Fury could have stood up, could have stayed up all 12 rounds on his feet, and he wouldn't have got robbed. He wouldn't have got robbed. Hey, look, man, y'all can talk to you blue in the face, pink in the face, whatever your face turns. I am never saying that a dude that lost a fight won the fight, because that's not right. He didn't win the fight. You would have scored it for him. You can say that. I think he's a better fight. Yeah. No. Hey, no. Memphis Beast. No. Manny got robbed. Didn't you watch it in slow-mo? Didn't you watch that fight in slow-mo? Right? That's what they said. All kind of people. Rewatch it. Watch it in slow-mo. If I say that Tim Bradley didn't win that fight, I got to watch Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s fight in slow motion. And I ain't in the mood to do it. Ain't happening. I ain't doing it. Butterbean got robbed by Holmes. It's a slippery slope, dude. And I would survive. And I would say, do not go down slippery slopes, because people will give you those arguments. And then you got to turn around and defend them. Once you do that, the same thing that you did, somebody else is now allowed to do to you. Okay? That gets people on so many different levels, dude. So many levels. Okay? That's why people put these people in these different rooms that I talked about. Like, you got like, for example, my brothers from India, right? Nothing against Indian dudes, but they be talking all that yap for years. For years. Bunch of yap about how you got to do better in life and how black people need to do this and black people need to do that because their kids getting straight A's and blah, blah, blah. Then, a certain, couple buildings fell in New York and they started getting mixed up for them Arabs. And all of a sudden, I'm looking at them like, brown power, huh? Where were you when disco sucked? Where were you when disco sucked? Where were you? I'm sorry. What's happening here? I'm sorry. You don't like no-fly lists? Why? I'm supposed to care about no-fly lists? But you didn't give a shit about the omnibus crime bill, did you? We all needed to be to say, hey, slippery slope, brother, slippery slope. I'm just saying, slippery slope. Story I tell on a regular basis. There I was in D.C. I was in school in D.C. trying to catch a cab. Trying to catch cabs, right? This was in the 90s. This dude, I don't know what he was, what Arabic country he was from, but he was clearly an Arabic cat of some sort. Told me, I was like, look, man, I need to catch a cab, right? It was late. He was working. And he looked, I was like, man, you're not going to let me in a cab. He was like, call Johnny Cochran. Call Johnny Cochran. Call Johnny Cochran. Like, man, I ain't letting you in my cab. Fuck out of here. That's what he told me. Now, same dude's little nephews on HBO cracking jokes about brown power. Dog, what happened to brown power when this brown dude needed a taxi cab? Call Johnny Cochran. Oh, Johnny Cochran passed away. You ain't got no Johnny Cochrans. Oh, drive your ass to New York City, dog, from wherever the fuck you are, because you can't get on a plane. Okay? But, you know what I'm saying? But if you would have maybe, rock with cats earlier, maybe somebody be in the mood to help you out. But no. No, you want to talk shit when it ain't you. You want to talk ish. Yeah, you got that right. Floyd did rob Teshin, robbed that dude of his consciousness. Woo, he whooped that boy, dog. He was like, man, what you think this is, man? I want to fight Errol Spence. Can you think somebody will give Errol Spence $10 million to beat me up? I think I might be able to last that long against Errol Spence. He said, big time, powerful statement, brother, salute. Hey, you talking about me? I'm just telling you. That's the truth. It's a slippery slope. Just like these Indian dudes, they doing this now about not letting people. Look what these morons are doing. They're arguing because there's not enough. This is if your kids are going to college. Listen to what these arguments these morons are making. Not realizing it's going to get you. They're making arguments against race-based policies into this because there aren't enough because of the test scores, right? This is a problem, right? He said, "Nah, Fanati gonna touch that body. But I can run that far. I can run away. I can run away. Take a knee. That's what I can. I can take a knee though. I can just take a knee real quick. Like he throws, I'll take a knee, and I'll be like, you do that again, 1 point, and then he gonna run back and he gonna send his ass. I'll be like, ref, send him to the other corner then. Tell him to the other corner. As soon as he gets up, I'm gonna jump up, do my hands like that. Then he's gonna run over there. I'm gonna take another knee. And be like, that's a point. That's a point. Then I'm gonna argue with the ref for a couple seconds. Then he go send his ass back to the corner. He come back out, dog. I can make it a minute and a half. I can bluff. And then I'll do some shit like you know what I'll do? I'll bluff like Tyson Fury. I'll do this. I'll stand halfway across the room, raise my hand like this, shake my shoulders, and see if Paulie Malignaggi gives me the round. That's how I do him. And then Paulie Malignaggi would give me the round because I did this and stuck my tongue out. He ain't gonna give me the round. Fuck up out of here, dog. He said, at that point, oh, that ain't no point, huh? They stopped the fight. Nah, dude, they ain't gonna stop the fight on me that quick. And then I'll be like, hey, I might brag. I can't even bribe him because he's gonna get so much money. He ain't gonna let me live. But I can make it that far, dog. I can get in there and just do this a couple times. Just stick my hand out there. Maybe I can get him to faint one time or something. I just throw a real hard shot. Yeah, then he'll come underneath there. Oh, that hurt, dog. Fanon is your boy, Arrow ducking Bud. Hell no, I ain't ducking Bud. Bud ducked all the PBC. Bud ducked that fight when he re-signed with Top Rank. It ain't on. That's just on Bud. Bud made his bed and he may lie in it. Spence don't like overtime work. No, sir. Oh, man. Man, I forgot my point before I went in there. That ain't no... Then swing on the ref. Oh, yeah, that's what I'll spit my mouthpiece. And the last one, after I take a knee, I'll spit my mouthpiece. I'll be like... And then in between while I'm down on the ground, I'll take the tape off my glove and I'll do it real quick. When I hit the ground, take a knee. No, I can't because I got to grab it with my teeth. You think they'll allow me to get an AJ timeout where I just say, hey, hold on a second. Fury was half the ring across Wilder doing that mess. Yeah, dude. And they trying to get that dude credit. Oh, he's boxing his ears off. Standing way in another area code, sticking his chin out. Come on, man. He said, break out your drunken master stance technique. Yeah. Hey, the drunken master. Oh man, that dude right there, dog. He was dodging bullets with that shit. He was like, with real full-time punches coming at him. Real full speed. You get an AJ break. That's all I need to make it as far as Takashi. Wasn't he out in a minute? Because he fought back. He fought back and he made it a minute. Oh, but the last thing I wanted to, that's what I wanted to do. Man, these dudes in this college interest stuff, because they feel, this is what I'm telling you, like people don't get it. Like y'all don't get it. So you know these Indians and Asians are doing very, very well on the SAT. Do very, very well on the ACT. Outscore the majority of Americans, right? Of European Americans on these tests. So they figure we deserve to have all of ours people that have these scores get into these Ivy League schools, and we don't think it's fair that you reserve the spots for the blacks and Mexicans that you're letting in that don't have as high a score as we do. So we're going to challenge your race-based entry programs. And I'm thinking that is a perfect example of knowledge of knowledge not being wisdom. Yes, these kids are good at math. Dude, you trained them to be good at math, but you know what's going to happen? As soon as you get rid of any of the racial-based stuff, as soon as they get rid of that, they're going to get rid of the test scores. All this, you think forever that people had to score SAT and SAT scores to get into school? What they're going to do then is they're going to say that SAT scores and SAT and ACT scores are not a valid system by which to judge performance after college. So the thing that you're hanging your hat on, being your test scores, they're going to get rid of that too. Because the whole reason that they put the test scores in there were to keep people out. That's why they have test scores. They have test scores because they figured if we have test scores as barriers to admissions, then we won't have to let all these kids, we won't have to let all these black and Mexican kids and Spanish kids and Latino kids, Puerto Rican kids into the school, because we know they come from lower income areas that don't have as many resources in their school, and they won't be able to compete on these tests. So as a result, we'll just use these tests as a way to keep them out and keep our people in. But them dummies think that all they got to do is beat these guys in these test scores, and all of a sudden they'll all get in. No, you won't. They're just going to change the measurement again and be like, no, we don't think test scores are important. We think this new thing is going to be important. And they're going to get rid of you like that. Don't get it, dog. Y'all don't get it. It's not because we're dumb. Okay? Because I guarantee you this. If I take a group of kids from the age of 2 from any inner city school, anyone, you give me 10 of them, any one of them, I take them out of that school system, I put them in a great school system and give them tutors after school for 4 and 5 hours a day after school, they'll be getting damn near perfect scores on ACT scores and SAT tests and SAT and ACT tests and straight A's in their school, because that's all they will do all freaking day long. And whatever they do all day with tutors telling them how to do it, they'll be damn good at it because they have it, because they'll be trained to take those tests. People aren't better or worse. The tests don't even mean anything. All the test means is a predictor. Yeah, there you go. See how he got me? I made him real mad right there. Show it. Don't delete it. Show it. Show it. You see that? That's how you get him. No, you shouldn't even hit him. Shouldn't even hit him. Because when you tell it like that, they have to come with exactly what he came with. See it, him? That's what you call tell the truth. Tell the truth, shame the tell the truth, shame the devil. Because that's the truth. And he knows it. That's why he had to come with that. Because you really think that name in and of itself is a reminder of my inferiority. That's what you think. You think if you say that, then that means everything else ends. Which means it's not about intelligence. It's not about facts. It's not about work ethic. It's about you, a dude like that, being better than me. Because he should be. Because it's his manifest destiny to be. Anyway, thank you for proving me right, Doug. Appreciate you. Absolutely, it's real. Real is real. Real and mug. He didn't like that because it's the truth. They'll just change the rules. Just like that's what you see with when we talk about boxing. What do? They change the rules. Just change the rules. Okay, I thought, these fighters, Floyd Mayweather Jr. is not a great fighter because he's boring. All he does is box. All he does is use angles, and he's not getting devastating KOs, right? He's boring, and that's not what we want. We don't want fighters. We want knockouts, right? But then you have Deontay Wilder show up with nothing but knockouts, right? With not great, prototypical boxing skills. And then what is it? Oh, Lomachenko's the best fighter in the world. Why? Look at the skill. Look at his skill. Look how he hits without being hit. Look at the angles. Look at the footwork. Look at the speed. Look at how fundamentally pure and technical he is. Hold on. But you said when it was Floyd Mayweather that's not what boxing was about. Boxing was about knockouts. Gotti lists. What happened to the Gotti list? What happened to when it's Gotti? It's Gotti. That's what we want. It's not the technical stuff. The technical stuff got to go because it's boring. But now you get a guy like Lomachenko or a guy that you want to sell like Anthony Joshua who's getting owned by Matchroom. Then all of a sudden it's all about the technique. You just changed the rule. That's called you ain't never. When I was online, we used to say this thing. Anybody, my man is a noob out there, know. We used to say this, a scroller's never right. Scroller's never right. Like when somebody was online, you're never right. No matter what you do, you're wrong. That was one of the main things when we went through that, we would tell people, when you're talking to somebody that is your boss, you are never right. Matter of fact, you were never right so long. They were wrong so much. It was the case they were never right. We wouldn't even let them turn right. Like, you can't turn. Did you just turn right? Did you just turn right to go to class? Boy, you ain't right. You better make a couple of lefts. You better go left, 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 left. You know what I mean? You want to get over there? You better go that way, then that way, then that way, and find out a way. You just do 3 lefts and you'll be over there. Left, left, left. You can't be right. That's how that works with these dudes. You can't be right. You can't be right. And that's the truth. You can't be right. They'll just change the rules on you. And as soon as somebody comes out that they want to sell with a bunch, they're knocking out everybody that they can see, it'll be back to the slugger. He said, that's a fact. The Sphinxman is never right. You know the deal. You never right. You never right. You always left. Take your ass to the left. And that's how they do people. It don't matter. And that's why I'm saying, even you dummies, you dumbass cats that think because you're the doctors, and because once you get too many of y'all, you know what they're going to do to y'all? The minute y'all take over and have more doctors than anybody else, you know what's going to happen? They're going to socialize Medicare. They're going to socialize it. and drive your shit to the ground. Vop. They're going to socialize it. That's how you socialize it. Let there be too many of y'all. Let there be too many of y'all being doctors and not enough of them. They'll be like, oh, no, we ain't keep paying y'all all this top dollar. Hell no. We want this shit for free. Nope, this shit's going to be for free. For free. What do you mean? No, I don't, man. That's just that thing. What the fuck you talking about? And you know what else we're going to do? Since we want to make sure we got Medicare for all, we're going to set a national, we're going to make sure you can't even strike. We're going to treat you motherfuckers like police. You can't even strike for low pay. Fuck out of here, man. Y'all don't know y'all don't know who you messing with. We know who we messing with. Y'all don't know who we messing with. That's why y'all keep acting confused. And they got to get out of here, man. That's just the truth. That's how I see it anyway. But look, man, I'm done. Much love to everybody in Super Chat. Thank you for everybody who came in. Please subscribe to the Patreon. Those topics will be covered. Those topics will be covered in greater depth on the Patreon videos that I do today. But remember, your ass ain't never right. You ain't never, ever going to be right. Turn your ass left. Anyway, it is what it is. With that, I'm out. Peace.